What up, everybody? Welcome back to me life. Welcome back to the real feel. The real feel. Are there people out there telling you that you can't do something? Is there people out there trying to hold you back from doing something that you want to try, at least? That someone's saying, oh, I wouldn't try that, this is what's going to happen. I wouldn't try that, this is... You might fail on that, or this is the path that it's going to take you. They don't know shit. Fuck them. Do it. Try it. Take the step. Take that jump. Try it. Don't let anybody tell you that. It's what's held me back for a long time. It held me back from so many things. I was talking about it today with a friend at the store that works there, and I have so many unreleased tracks that I've lost. I've never released. And because I've been told that I can't or something, or just like that mind state of somebody putting you in that state where they're telling you that it's not going to happen, or you can't do it, or there's no chance in hell that you're going to make it past that line. There's going to be people that are telling you that. You know what I say? Fuck them. Who cares, man? Who cares? Try it. Try it. You'll feel better. You'll feel better that you tried it, and it's like a 50-50. You don't know. You don't know if you're going to fail. There's so many things that I have tried, that I have tempted to try, and I have failed. But I have learned from those failures, and I have, let's call them, I've failed or got fired from a job, or the situation didn't work out. Like, it's mostly that I've been trying to find the right spot for me, a right career and right job, and my place and my purpose. So it's mainly around that I've tried different jobs to make money, or try to like put myself out there. And throughout that path, I've been told that I can't, that this is where I'm supposed to be, this is what I should be doing, because my dreams are a pipe dream, as they would say. My goals are a pipe dream. Even though dreams do happen, goals do succeed, or people do succeed in them. It happens, there's facts. But my point is that along the way, in my experiences, I've lost jobs. I haven't found out this career is not for me. I've been through school programs. I've dropped out of high school before. Well, I didn't really drop out. I didn't want to give up. I got kicked out eventually. I got kicked out. My credits weren't that good and all that stuff. So eventually I just got kicked out. And again, I can't quit from something. I just do it. I hate quitting something. If I have to, I will, but I try to do it to the best of my abilities to find out if it's the right fit for me, or I'll just end up getting fired from it. And it just turns out to be that it's meant to be. Like, I feel that it's meant to be. They say, well, if you would have just did this, then it would have worked out. But I was like, yeah, but I did that, and it wasn't. And I mean, it just turned out to be this way, that it worked out to be that it wasn't meant to be for me in the job or whatever. Like, I legitimately worked for Western University. If y'all know what Western University is, it's one of the biggest universities we have in Canada. And for a high school dropout, and for someone that didn't like school and paid attention to school, I paid attention to life. I paid attention to the steps in life. I paid attention to what my opportunities were. And I took my opportunities and I tried them. Even though in the back of my mind I thought, this isn't for me, that I don't think it is. And I've gotten told on my spiritual journey that. Sorry. And I've gotten told on my spiritual journey that, you know, try it and all this stuff, and I'll learn from it. And I'm like, why would I do it? But I've done it. And as much as it was hard to do, like, I've done school programs, and I did that one in London. And as much as it was hard, I did it just so I can find out. And I would think, oh, it's not for me. Or somebody say, why are you doing that? Or how is this going to work out? And every time I would try to do something that someone told me to, like, try to aim towards or take a step towards, every time I'd be in that spot, they would say, well, why don't you do it this way? And why don't you, like, you're never going to satisfy anybody but yourself. You're never going to satisfy anybody. There's always going to be something. And I don't really like to say never, but you can't satisfy anybody. There's always something. They may not tell you, but there's always something. You're never going to make someone happy, so you have to find your comfort zone. And you have to find, You have to jump out of your comfort zone as well. Like, you have to find your comfort zone, you have to find your purpose, and you have to find your placing. But you also have to jump out of your comfort zone to try different things. You have to try different new things to find out. And a lot of us are stuck, man. A lot of us are sitting there going, fuck, I wonder what it would be like. Try it out, man. Try it. And if anybody's telling you not to, fuck them. If anybody's telling you to, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, this is how it's going to work out, they don't know shit, and you don't even know shit. So try it. The research is there. So making the attempt, and again, I've mentioned this, I was trying to say before that I'm a high school dropout, man. I've worked for, I didn't work out very well. I took my chances of research out there and seeing what was out there for my opportunities, and I took my opportunities, and I used the opportunities, and I took them, and I used them to my ability, and I succeeded in a way that I didn't think I would have, and I learned so much in a way, and I ended up working for Western University, and I was working in the placing that, wherever, if you know where Western University is in London, Ontario, the campus, I guess it's like a huge other little town they have, and I've worked for them, and I had a chance to work for this company that worked in that building, and they did it's called Lifelike Biotissue, and I had a chance to, if I wanted to push forward towards it, I had a chance to be part of the company if I kept working for it. And at first I was a general labor, but I was making moldings for fake skin and fake everything to do with like your veins and your skin and your body parts. This guy was a medical, he was in the medical field, and I was just a laborer, but like I had a chance if I wanted to do that, to be part of the business, to make a certain percentage. Like, I had this chance to do this, and I have proof that I've been here. My point is that in the end, I lost out on the job. Maybe it was the stress that was bugging me. Maybe it was bugging me that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing, and people kept telling me, well, you still need to work. Yes, I do, but I still need my goals and my dreams. I still need the balances. I still need to find the balance for that. And being in that spot and working for that place was a blessing, and it was fucking awesome, and it was fun. But in the end, it just didn't work out. Ended up losing the job, and it still brings back to that I had a drug problem. They were even trying to help me. They would bring me in the room. They're like, what's going on in your life? We can do anything to help you. I swear to God, like, I've had help from these people. It was my fault that I pushed myself out of it. Now, you can say, well, if you didn't have that and you didn't go through those problems, you would have had a chance to have this work at this place. You're right. These people were trying to help me, and they were trying to figure out what it was. But I think at the time, I wasn't ready to be like, yeah, this is it. And I was scared to tell them. But again, it brings it back to, was it meant to be? And the way I was feeling, I kept pushing away from it. My point is, I had a chance for like big things. I've had a chance for building houses. I still have this experience. I have all this experience. So I'm happy chasing and losing, because I know that I have the experience. And it's about, there's people that are 20, 21, 22, 23 years old that are trying to aim for like doing one thing and trying to do this one thing. Maybe they succeed, maybe they do succeed, but they have no experience to back themselves up with. So they're constantly battling to find what's in that same field that they were trying to aim towards, that one thing. Me, I have a whole bunch of general labor experience. I can do cooking. I can run a kitchen if I wanted to. Run like the grills and all that, everything. I have experience, so I have backup. But my point is that I've been through this, and I found out that it's not for me. And this isn't making me money right now, and it's not about the money. Yeah, I know that it's going to take time, and I know that the build up takes a while, but just know that you're not going to know if you don't try different things. If you're in your 20s, early 20s, you have so much time. And think about it, oh my God, life can end at any time, so I need to get this and this and this and this. No, just flow with the life. Flow with it. Try different things. Flow with your purpose. Find your purpose. Your purpose could come early. Your purpose could come late. I never expected mine to come at 34 years old and think that's old, but not even fucking close. Do I look 34? I mean, some people could tell by the maturity and all that stuff, but I mean, I'm still young, man. Like, imagine being 21 and you're like, oh, I need to do this. This is what I need to do. Oh, I need to get this big house and blah, 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 blah. I need to get this quick. And I'm not saying it isn't good, and I'm not saying it's not a good to have that chase. But progression, I've mentioned it before, like finding different things, keeping that drive going is what's going to keep you happy. Settling down in one spot is going to keep making you wonder and wonder and wonder what is next, what could be next. But the only way to find that out, say, well, that could be. But what holds us back is the fear or people telling us not to do it and that it's not going to happen. And I'm telling you, I battled through this for years and I still am. And I don't know what's going to happen after the pandemic. I'm not happy that the pandemic hit. I took a positive from it and I never understood it. And I took a positive from it and I'm using the positive and I'm using what's happening and what's happening, at least with me in this pandemic. I've taken it to my advantage and I'm doing what I need to be doing. I got clean and I need to be putting this stuff out here, or I want to be putting this stuff out here, and this is what I want to be doing. And for order for me to do that, it was to get clean, and I didn't have that chance if this didn't happen. All this pandemic shit didn't happen. So take a positive from it. Take the time that you have, figure out who you are, find what makes you happy, so you're not always stuck in that loop. And I know it's hard to get out, but I'm with you, and it's taken me years. And if you don't start now, you're never gonna know. If you don't start today, you're not gonna know. Think about it. Maybe take a day to think about it, process it, start tomorrow. But they usually say start yesterday, start today. But if you're just taking this in, and I know it's a lot to take in because sorry, I know it's a lot to take in, and I know it's sometimes hard to understand, but just look out there. It's happening. It's happened. People can do it. People have been doing it. It happens, and people do fail. People do die. People do fall back, but it's your choice to keep your drive going, to keep the progression going and keep pushing forward. That's what's going to make you happy. Settling down in that one spot, finding just that comfort, being comfort in that comfortable spot and not taking risks, you're not going to know. And I like to repeat it, that it's going to fucking hurt when you fall. People are going to tell you that you're nothing. And even if you do try something and what you think that you should be trying, it may not work out, but it's going to lead you to the next step. It's going to lead you to the next page. Whatever you try, it may not happen right away. It may not be what you're supposed to be doing exactly, but it's going to bring you to the next step. And how I know this is because when I first started out, I always wanted to write and I always wanted to entertain. I always wanted to entertain, be on stage with a mic. I always visioned that since I was like 10 years old. Always. I didn't know what it was going to be. All I know is I wanted to entertain. Then I started to be myself. I started to entertain people. I started to make people laugh. When I was younger, I would just be me. And then when I was like 16, 17, 18, I started to get into dancing. At first I wanted to dance, but just mind you, I always wanted to entertain and I always wanted to like rap, and I always had that and sing and all that stuff. But I first started out at dancing and I was like, this is going to be it. I was watching the shows. I started to do the moves. I was teaching kids in hip hop. I was doing all that fun stuff with dancing, and then it gradually worked into beatboxing, dancing and beatboxing. And in between there, I started to write a little bit around 23. But I was dancing most of the time. I thought that was it. I thought beatboxing was it. And then I was gradually in between writing. I just didn't know. I knew writing was something I wanted to do, and I knew it was going to be hard. I didn't know how to write. I didn't know how to read much, but I taught myself how to read. I taught myself how to write. Mind you, I'm a high school dropout, or not quit, got fired from my high school. I couldn't quit, so eventually I was done. But I learned, I took the time, and not a lot of people, and I don't highly suggest to do it by yourself. If you have support, that's amazing. I didn't. I was always getting told I was nothing. I was always getting told that nothing was going to happen. 25, 26, 27, I was still writing. That's when shit started to happen. But I thought I was going to be something by then, but I was doing shows. I was still beatboxing and writing and stuff, but I was writing more, and I was rapping more, and I was singing more, and I was doing shows. 26, around 25, 26, a few shows I've done, and then done 27, 28. It just went down the hill because I was like freaking out. Nothing was happening. People started to hate me more, and I started to give up. I wasn't getting the love I was supposed to. But again, this brings it back. Is it meant to be? I could have done this and I could have done that. I feel that if it all happened back then, I truly feel if it happened all back then, before any of this ever happened, my fall offs, my struggles, my addiction, my homelessness, blah, 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 blah. If all that happened before any of that, I feel that I would be dead, or I would feel that I would be in some kind of huge trouble, because it would have happened so quick. I would have got the money I didn't want, and then, you know, like, it just would have happened quickly where I didn't want to. But going through that process from 23 to 34, I've learned a lot of fucking shit. I've seen a lot of shit. I've been there and back again, and then there, and then back again, and then there, and back again, and then there, and back again, and back and there. I've seen it. I've been through it. So I know that the process takes a long time, but there's one thing I do know for sure, that if you're not going to know if you don't take that jump. Try different things in between. Have a whole bunch of things that you could be trying to do. I mean, I do make videos, I rap, I sing, I try to make photos now. I try to, you know, a whole bunch of things. I want to act, but I need to make videos to put that out there. I want to try to do some kind of comedian in between it, but I need to put videos of my music out there to try to do that. And if I don't do any of that, I'm not going to know, and it's not going to happen. We'll leave it at that. I appreciate y'all listening. I don't want to go too far into this. But yeah, just please, man, take the step. Try at least one thing. Do it. Do it today. Process it today. Try it tomorrow. If you want to try it now, try it now. But I'm going to guarantee you that it's not going to happen today, tomorrow. If you try it, it's not going to happen right away. But I guarantee you this, that you're going to learn from each step, and you're going to find out what you truly want to do in this process, in the months and the years that you try it. But you got to take that step. You have to know. That's it. Period. Much love to everybody. Keep that head up. Keep smiling. Peace out.